Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we are heading back out to the Sunday boot fair. So it's just coming up to about 4:20 in the morning. There's not that many sellers set up yet. There's only about 5. So yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be a good day. The temperature's meant to be sort of very middle of the road, so fingers crossed that will get some people out. But yeah. But before we head out into the field, one thing I do want to say is if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button. I am really close to hitting the 1,000 subscriber milestone. And yeah, just really like to get all the help that I can to get there as soon as we can. So yeah, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. And also ring the bell and you'll be kept up to date when I upload my new videos as well. So let me get you all set up and then we'll get out and we'll see what we can find.
Have a look, mate. I think let's have a look. Oh, I think it's a medical fee. Oh, right. Here we are.
Well, I think that's all the games, isn't it? Okay. Now you know what else in there.
Yep.
Run away.
How much do you have on your games, mate?
Yeah. Sorry?
How much did you want for your games?
How many do you want?
Just 2.
£4.
4 quid.
3 for the 2 there.
I'll do 2 quid.
Go on, mate. Go on.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
11.
11.
Yeah, but
Nice.
how you doing, my friend? Anything good?
It's all good.
Any other gaming coming out, my friend?
I think that's the majority of them.
Yeah, they've got two.
Actually, normally they have loads of the older stuff as well. So it's your first time back this year, isn't it?
I'll say I recognise.
Yeah, I recognise
it's the
the
stickers I
stars.
recognise.
Yeah, it's the stars.
No consoles, nothing like that.
About 6 weeks ago we come back. Since then,
All right.
I'll dump it there for a minute. So.
Yeah, no, I've been keeping my eye out for you.
Oh, have you? Well, you missed us then, didn't you?
Yeah.
There are new ones since we last come as well. There are some that are just cases.
Right. Okay.
There is a price. Oh, there's a price. Well, there's a decent box has gone for.
Throw it over there.
Right?
Throw it over there when they're taking it out.
All right. Have a good one. See you later on.
£20. Brand new, we just ordered them all. Any? Yeah. No.
You're all right there. Not sure. Yeah, it's what?
£10.
10.
How much is that? They are £3, they're brand new, and that is with that as well, £8.
We'll take 2, please.
Cheers.
There you go. I'll grab that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bits. You want that bit as well, don't you?
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
And then that bit, big one here. Cheers.
I was going to say, is it alright to grab that HDMI?
You can,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, amazing.
There's these bits here as well. Hang on. You might need that in a box.
All right, brilliant.
I don't know if you need these bits.
Yeah, that's the cable for it. Yeah.
This one too.
Brilliant.
They're probably a 8. Okay.
All right, thanks a lot. Cheers. What's that?
You have a couple of days riding.
Yeah. I think, pretty sure I've got it.
Is that some of them are like a European version. And you don't like, you've got to scan it to find out.
No, you just need to look at the back of the case.
Yeah, where's it say?
Oh, normally it's in German.
Oh no.
That's normally a bit of a giveaway. You're right there. Do you have any games?
20p.
Yeah, go on, I'll grab that.
I'll tell you, I've got that photography set up thing.
What photography set up?
I've got like all brand new in the box, 2 stands.
Yeah.
With the square lights with the things going over the front of them.
All right, yeah.
PSP games, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at there's Wii games over it as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the games. All right. Thank you. What were we after for the games?
Give me £2 for the lot, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. So I'm a collector, so like.
This sound deck.
That's £30. We've had that from new.
There you go, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, man.
How old is it?
Another one there, look.
Mummy, I really want to put the key on the top.
No, let's just leave it.
Oh dear. Oh, what's the bag?
You put away.
Oh, it's in there. No. There it is.
What did you have on that one?
That's £2 that one.
2.
Sorry, the label's come off. It's probably floating around.
It's probably somewhere. It's probably stuck to someone's bag walking down.
Yeah.
Do anything for all 3?
Got £6 a lot.
Yep. No.
I won't have to get one now. 50p each of them.
How much?
50p
50p, yeah? Yeah, I'll grab both of them. There you go. Cheers, mate. You're right there. How much you on that?
50p.
50p? Yeah, go on, I'll grab that. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we are back from the boot fair, and this is actually going to be the first video that I'm going to be filming in the new game room layout, which, yeah, I will admit, so I've done the game room a couple of weeks ago now, and it's been great. Every day I've been at work, I've been sitting in here just looking about and absolutely loving it. So yeah, really happy with how well it went. But we are going to be adding some more bits to the shelves today. So yeah, really glad that we've managed to free up some space. So let me just close that. And our first pickup is actually going to be a DVD. And it's actually a trilogy of films that I absolutely love. And that is the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Trilogy. So, yeah, I am a massive, massive fan of Back to the Future. And, yeah, just love the films. They are staples in my sort of yearly watch. I guaranteed to go through all... Technically, I say 4 films because I also love watching, after I've watched the 3 films, and then watching the sort of movie version of the Telltale game. Because actually the story in that is brilliant. So yeah, I saw this there. It's not one that I had, so wanted to pick it up and add it in. I think I've got it on Blu-ray, but at the moment it is so buried in the living room behind a lot of my resale stuff that I just can't get to it. So yeah, this will be the next best thing. So we paid £2 for it. Goes for £4 at CEX, £3 on eBay. The only problem with it is one of the holders that hold the disc in has actually broke, so I'll potentially look to try and put a new case on it. But obviously, because it's sort of like a double-sized case, might be a bit difficult. Then, next up, we managed to pick up something. So I actually ended up doing a joint deal with Glenn. So Glenn was looking at this Nintendo Wii bundle. If I remember rightly, it was a boxed Wii with a load of other bits, and I was really after this. And it is the official Nintendo Wii control pad. So yeah, I didn't have one of these. Really wanted to get one, and saw it there. And yeah, what ended up happening is the seller didn't want to come down as far as Glenn wanted to. So what we ended up doing was I said I would do a £5 for the controller, and then I think Glenn done 20 for the rest of the Wii stuff. I think the seller wanted 25, and that's how we both got what we wanted. So yeah, really chuffed with this. The fact that it's boxed is even better. And yeah, just another sort of controller to add to the collection, because for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you know I absolutely love my controllers, and if I can get any variant of a controller, I will always pick it up. So as I say, I paid £5 for that. They go for about £8 at CEX. I'm assuming that's going to be unboxed, and boxed they go for £15 on eBay. So yeah, really good deal there. Either way you slice it, at £5. Then next up we've got actually a McDonald's Happy Meal toy, and it's actually in the box. It's never been opened, and that is from the Super Mario Brothers movie. This is the Toad cart from the film. Yeah, I saw this. I said I had a couple of them, but it just looked so unique and not seen it before, so decided to pick it up. I think I paid 50p for it, and actually looking online they go for about £4.50 on eBay. So yeah, just decided to pick it up. I will admit I absolutely love the Mario movie. I think at the moment I'm watching it every 4 to 6 weeks. Then right now we're going to get on to our first game. And our first game, we actually got a little bundle actually. I think we've got these next 3 games from the same seller. So the first one that we got was Wolfenstein Youngblood on the Xbox One. And yeah, I would admit, I played this. I absolutely love the Wolfenstein games. I've been playing Wolfenstein since the original Wolfenstein 3D in the early 90s. And yeah, I absolutely love Wolfenstein. So the modern remakes I think are brilliant. This one was a complete shock to me because it was absolutely amazing. So what you do is you play 2 sisters, and I can't quite remember, but I think they are the daughters of BJ Blazkowicz, the character that you play in the original Wolfensteins. And yeah, it is just a brilliant game. Graphically it's stunning, gameplay it's stunning, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I haven't played it for long, probably about half an hour, but I will say it's definitely one that I'm going to go back to and actually play all the way through. So as you can see from the tag, I got it for £2. Looking it up online, it goes for £3 at CEX and £5 on eBay. Then next up, we've got a couple of Wii games, once again from the same seller. First one that we got is Lego Marvel Superheroes. It is missing the menu, unfortunately, but at the moment I'm really just trying to bolster my Wii collection as much as I can. Sorry, my Wii U collection. So we paid £2 for that one as well. It goes for £3 at CEX, £4 on eBay, and to be honest, it is your bog standard Lego game. Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong. So the game starts off during the invasion of New York at the end of the original Avengers film, and you play sort of different characters. I think even Spider-Man's in it. You can play Spider-Man in it. Looking on the back, you've got Deadpool as well. So there's a whole raft of the Marvel characters in it. But yeah, for me, the Lego games are just a bit meh now. But yeah, got that to bolster up the Wii U collection. And yeah, another game that is going to be a bit meh for me is Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. So I think I've played this a couple of times on different platforms. Once again, it is your bog standard sort of Lego game, not really anything different from any of the others. But yeah, it says £4. We didn't pay £4. Managed to get it for £2. Goes for £5 at CEX, £7 on eBay, and that one is complete, which is good. But yeah, just a couple more games to add to the Wii U collection. So next up, I managed to get an absolutely massive stack of games from this seller. So I think there was it was Wii games and PSP games. And yeah, I was looking through, sort of saw the stack, and I was like, what do you want on your games? And they just turned around and said £2 for the lot. Yes, I'd have that all day long. So most of them I already had in the collection, so I have sort of flipped them to get a bit of money back. But I did keep 4 of them. And so I actually saved 2 Wii games and 2 PSP games. So the first Wii game that we've got is Top Spin 3. I'll be honest, I haven't captured any footage for the Wii games at the time of filming this. I'm hoping that by the time the video goes live, I would have done the gameplay by then. But yeah, I am a massive fan of tennis games. I've played the Top Spin games on other platforms, and they were really, really good. I think mostly I've played it on the Xbox. Really enjoyed them. So I thought, well, Wii Tennis wasn't too bad. So hopefully it will be a good game. As I say, I can't really say too much about it yet because I haven't actually played it. But it worked out that we paid 12p for that. It is complete, and looking it up online, it only goes for 50p at CEX and £3.50 on eBay. Then next up, I definitely haven't got any footage for this one because it is actually a double, so I might have already filmed this. That is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Once again, it is complete, but yeah, on my sort of details here, I've got it marked down as double, which I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check. Yeah, I will admit the Call of Duty games on the Wii are actually quite interesting. I think what I need to do, I do need to try and get one of the Wii zappers, because at the moment when I am filming any of the Call of Duty videos that I filmed, I'm actually holding it in my hands, and it's not really comfortable, and it really breaks the immersion. So yeah, I am going to have to try and track down one of the zappers. But just looking on the back of the case, actually it does work with the Wii control pad, so I might have to try it with that as well, see what that's like. So yeah, once again, £12 for that, £3 on eBay, £3 on CEX, £4.50 on eBay. And then a couple of PSP games that we got was Driver 76. So yeah, this one was quite interesting. So it had sort of a very sort of 1970s sort of cop show sort of filter to it, and that's a sort of the sort of visual impression that you got from it. As a driver game, yeah, it was all right. I have to admit, I'm not a massive fan of the driver games. they pretty much give me PTSD from when I used to play Driver 1 on the original PlayStation. But yeah, it's not one that we had in the collection, and I would admit I am not seeing as many PSP games when I'm out and about at the boot fairs at the moment. So yeah, it was really good to grab this one. It is complete, so £12 paid, £6 on both CEX and eBay. And then the last game we got in this bundle was a game called Fired Up. Never heard of it, but actually it was a really interesting game. So when you're playing it, you're in, essentially it's like a small sort of open world map, and you've got various tasks that you've got to accomplish. You've got enemies that are trying to destroy you, and it's basically like, I'm trying to think what sort of game it's like. I can't actually think of anything actually, but essentially you're driving around in a car that's got guns and rockets and everything like that on for sort of defense or to carry out some of the tasks that you've got to do. But yeah, a really interesting game. I will admit I was not too sure how to judge the graphics on this one, because obviously at the moment the only way that I've got to capture footage for the PSP games is on my PC through emulation. I'm actually using RetroArch. So yeah, not too sure. I wasn't blown away by the graphics on this one. I thought they were late PS1, early PS2. It's probably the best way to describe it. But yeah, as I say, overall, the actual gameplay of it was really good. And yeah, definitely a game that if I'm sort of taking my PSP out and about, I'll take that one with me. So Fired Up, we paid once again 12p, goes for £1 at CEX and £4 on eBay. Then, right, so I actually ended up picking up a console. And it's a console that we've got in the collection, we've got loads, and I'm actually just going to give it a clean up and probably just flip it on Facebook. And that is an Xbox 360 Slim. So I've actually sold a couple of these on Facebook Marketplace recently. So yeah, I know that they sell quite well. And this one was quite good because it come with the console, all the cables, the controller. It did come with 4 games, but 2 of them I'm going to keep, and 2 of them I will throw into a bundle when I've put it on Facebook. So yeah, we paid £10 for that. It goes for about £60 at CEX or £45 on eBay. I think the last one that I sold it with everything, the 10 games. I think I sold it for 55. So yeah, not too bad there. But with the games, the 2 that I'm going to be keeping, first one is disc only, and that is Injustice Gods Among Us. And I have to say, this was the first time that I actually played an Injustice game and absolutely loved it. It is, yeah, I just thought the way that it blended both the storytelling and then the actual sort of fight scenes within the game were absolutely brilliant. It's definitely a game that I want to sort of play through, get the whole story. And I think there's actually a second one as well. So yeah, I'll have to pick that up as well. So I haven't got a CEX price for that. Disc only goes for £2 on eBay. And then the other one I'm going to keep is Facebreaker. So this is essentially a sort of cartoon style boxing game. The fighting in it is so fast paced. Like, it is just mental. I think I'll have the gameplay footage up on this, and yeah, it is just relentless. And I have to say, the AI in this game is absolutely brutal. Really is. It doesn't give you a second to breathe. And I think the footage that you're seeing is the first time I'll be playing it. I got absolutely trounced. But yeah, it is a really funny game. I love these sort of slapstick sort of games, or slapstick fighter games and things like that. So yeah, really glad to have that one in the collection. So 150 at CEX, 250 on eBay. And then the 2 games that I'm going to be flipping with the Xbox is Shadowrun and FIFA 14, both of which we've got in the collection already. So yeah, they will just go straight into that. Then next up we are going to move on to a PS3 game, and we've got the Game of the Year edition of Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. Now, I've got a bit of a rocky history with the Uncharted series, because the first time I ever played it, I think it was my brother-in-law at the time basically lent me his copy of Uncharted 2. So I've done the whole sort of train, climbing up the train tutorial level. Got a couple of levels in, probably played it for about an hour or two, and just didn't enjoy it. I think at the time I just thought it was a knockoff Tomb Raider. But I will say, in the years since, and especially sort of when I've been capturing footage for the channel, my opinion has changed on them. I thoroughly enjoy playing them, and yeah, this is, I think we've already got the standard one in the collection, if I remember rightly, but we haven't got the Game of the Year. So because it's a slight variant, I wanted to add it in. So we paid 20p for that. Goes for 150 at CEX, 350 on eBay. Then next up we've got a DS game. So we've got, and I'll read this off the side, Combat Giants Mutant Insects. And yeah, it is as bizarre as it sounds. So essentially you're an insect and it's a fighting game. So you've got to fight against other insects. And I'll be honest, I can't remember why you're fighting the other insects, but yeah, really bizarre. The game itself, it is complete, apart from there are trading cards that are linked to the game, and I don't have the starter deck that goes inside it, but yeah, you can play it without the cards. I played it quite easily without them, but yeah, so picked that one up, picked it up for 50p, and actually the CX price on the front is accurate, of £1.50, and then it goes for £4 on eBay. So next up we've got two Xbox 360 games that I picked up from the same seller. I actually think these are my first pickups of the day actually. So the first one that we've got is Iron Man on the Xbox 360. I have to say I was really impressed with this. It's one of the very few licensed games that I've played that I thought was actually really well made. So when you start off the game, you actually start off in the cave in the middle of the desert, and you're sort of basically it's the point of the film when you're sort of breaking out. So you're in the Mark 1 suit and you're sort of fighting through waves of enemies. You get to a certain point and then that's when you get sort of rescued. And then in the next level you're able to sort of fly around using the Mark 2 suit. So that's the all silver one. And yeah, I actually thought it was really good. It controlled really well, really enjoyable game to play. And yeah, as I say, just a really good licensed title. So we paid £1 for this one. Goes for £5 at CEX, £7 on eBay, and it is complete as well, which is good. And then the other game that we got from that seller was Quake 4. So I will admit, I think the last Quake game that I played was Quake 3 Arena, back in the late 90s, I think it was. Played that on the PC, and I haven't actually played anything since. But say that though, this is only Quake 4, so there was obviously quite a big gap between Quake 3 Arena and Quake 4. That's what I'm going to run with. So as you can see, it's got a couple of stickers on the front as well. So pre-owned, at one point it was selling for £40, and this one was on sale for $34.98. I didn't pay anywhere near that, but I will have to say, this was really enjoyable. So it's built on the Doom 3 engine, so graphically it was really impressive for the time, and I have to say the gameplay and the story was really good too. It was one of those games as well where I didn't just play the sort of 10 minutes to sort of capture the footage. Ended up going way beyond that. I was like, no, I'll just get to the next bit. Oh no, just the next bit. And yeah, it's one of those games. Really enjoyed playing it, and it's another one I'm going to add to the list to actually do a full playthrough on. So once again, we paid £1 for that one. Goes for $2.50 at CEX and £5.50 on eBay. And then the final pickup for today was actually a pickup that I'd done from Glenn, actually off camera. So before the boot fest, what I tend to do is I turn up at the boot fair. Glenn's normally over the other side of the field setting up from where I park. So I walk over, have a chat with him, and if he's got anything good, he normally tries to sell it to me there and then. So this morning, went there and he was like, oh, I've got something you'll be interested in. I'm like, oh God, how much is this going to cost me? And he actually had a box filled with graded Pokemon cards. So obviously I had to have a look through. It'd been rude not to. So while we were there, I actually picked up 5 cards. And as I say, they're all graded. They're not amazing grades. I think most are 6s, and then we've got 1 7. So yeah, not amazing. I can't remember. I can't even see my... Yeah, so my Charizard that I got off of Nikki, Lazy Bones, that's only a 7. So yeah, I haven't got any 10s or 9s or anything like that. But they were still, the cards themselves look really good. And yeah, just a couple more graded cards to add to the collection. So the first one that we've got is the Pikachu with the cap from the Pokemon Go set. This is a grade 6. And this is from the Japanese set actually. So yeah, I haven't got too many Japanese Pokemon cards in the collection, so yeah, a nice rarity there. So that one, I couldn't actually find a price for that one online, sort of not for a grade anywhere near that, shall we say. Then next up we have got Pikachu from the Sun and Moon promo. So this is another 6. And yeah, looking at it, I would say it was a lot higher than a 6. Looking at the cards, sort of through the plastic, really can't see any problems with it. I can't see any whiting. A couple of little bits of whiting. So yeah, not too sure as to whether that would be a 6 or not. So I think all the cards that we've got, yeah, they've all been done by Ace Grading. So I think they're fairly new with regards to the grading scene, but I know they are based in the UK. And they're one of the companies actually I've thought about sending off a couple of my Pokemon cards that I want to get graded to. So that one goes for £20 on a PG7. So the next step up from that one is £20, so that probably goes for about 15. Then next up we've got I'm going to butcher this name. Is it Snizzar? I'm going to go Snizzar. Snizzar EX from X and Y Breakpoint. So once again another 6th grade, and yeah, once again I really can't see anything wrong with it. But yeah, I'm not a qualified grader, so don't know. But yeah, really good condition from what I can see. But yeah, so looking that one up online, a PSA 5 goes for £10. So obviously with this being a 6, once again probably close to about £15 on that one. Then the next card, I had to buy this because this is my starter Pokemon. So the first Pokemon game that I ever actually played any real length of time one was Pokemon Sun. And yeah, I ended up picking this Pokemon as my starter Pokemon, and this is Litten. So once again a grade 6, and yeah, when I saw this in there I had to grab it, because yeah, anything to do with Litten I try and sort of pick up. I'm actually trying to get a run, like a set of the Litten Evolution. I think I've got a couple up there. I think I'm missing one. But yeah, that one in a CGC 7 goes for £17. So yeah, probably about £14 in a 6. And then the last one was a Taurus GX. This is from Sun and Moon base set. And the only one of this that I could find on eBay was a Gen Mint 10. This is a Near Mint 7. So yeah, I haven't really got a price on this. The Gen Mint 10 will go for £70. So yeah, this is once again probably close to sort of 15, 20, and yeah. So all 5 of those Pokemon cards, I actually managed to get them for £35. So yeah, another really good price. And they are ones that I'm going to try and get on the Pokemon shelf, but yeah, I think I am going to have to thin down the Pokemon shelves a bit, because I've not actually got any more room to put stuff on. So yeah, I think that's going to be one of the next tasks in the gaming room. I'm currently doing another small little move as well. I'm actually moving, so I've taken out the Spectrum and the Commodore 64 games off my shelf, and I've shuffled the Atari games along. I'm actually going to put the Atari consoles up on that shelf, and then the shelf just here I'm going to actually make into my Japanese shelf. So like for example, my Famicom, once I can find one, my Super Famicom will go on there, and I had another one, oh, my Japanese Saturn. They will go on there right next to the SG-1000 Mark II. So yeah, that's another little change that I'm doing, and yeah, I think after that it's then going to be sort of thinning down the Pokemon collection. I'm not going to get rid of them, I'm just probably going to put them into storage. I've got quite a few boxes of Pokemon stuff in storage in the bedroom at the moment. I think I've got about 3 or 4 like big boxes. So yeah, gonna have to thin that down a bit, and yeah, what I might look to do is I might sort of try and thin it down to 1 shelf, sorry, 2 shelves, and then I can use the other shelf. I'll probably thin down the top shelf, and then I can then actually look to basically put console boxes all the way around, because I think it's in next week's video we've potentially got we've got a pickup that will potentially go up the top there. So yeah, stick around for next week's video to see what that is. But before we wrap up today's video, let's quickly run through the totals. So our total spend today was £61 and 68p. The 68p is because obviously we had those couple of games that I took out of that £2 lot. If we'd bought everything we could off CEX, it would have been £106 and 50p. And if we got everything from eBay, it would have been £179 and 50p. So yeah, another really good trip out to the boot fair. And yeah, I think that is going to wrap up today's video. So I'm going to go and get these games cleaned up, get some more of the footage done of them before getting them put into their shelves. And yeah, as I say, if you wanted to catch up on next week's video where I pick up that item that we're going to be putting up on the top of the bookcases, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a like, as it really sort of helps me promote the video within YouTube. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.